So now I do another spirit talk for the first time after a really long break doing things like this. I'm outside my favorite place. It's a natural reservoir in Germany. Not very exciting from the outside, but it's still my beloved place of nature where I can relax and recover from anything that moves me. Mostly I don't meet many people here, especially today. It's very quiet. And what I want to talk about today is the emotions, and not just simple emotionality or specific feelings, but as I read a lot and contemplated and thought about how it is for myself, I really can say yes, it is something very important to get aware of, this realm of the emotions. Sometimes they are also described, these realms, as the astral plane. So on the one hand, it's something we feel, we experience in our personality, in our body, in connection with happenings outside, especially with people. And on the other hand, it is a whole own world inhabited by beings, by other dimensional beings. In the end, it's not important how you perceive it or which experiences you have made already with the astral area. As a matter of fact, I would say it is something we all are connected to in our daily life, if we want it or not. We always experience emotions. It's just how we deal with them. If we are aware what we are feeling at a specific moment. If we are aware what happens to us when we experience these emotions. Especially when they are very intense, and especially if we are somehow overwhelmed. And it's not important if we consider them to be positive or not so positive, because they can be really challenging in any way. So the awareness of this is what matters, in my perspective, in my experiences. If we are a slave of our emotions, that is, when we are not able to get an aware perspective on it, if we are not able to stay the chief in our house while it's happening, so that we are carried away, not only in that what we feel, but especially in that how we react on them. When we're carried away and we overact in whatever kind, may it be aggressive, may it be by withdrawing, may it be by freezing, may it be by ignoring our feelings and telling ourselves they are not there, which makes us really controlled, hard, and unvivid in the end. No matter what all of this might be our experience, then we are the slave of our emotions. They control us. They make us do things, or even freeze and get like a robot because we don't dare to have them, but they're still there. So that's never a solution. What then? Especially when we think about all the spiritual practices, schools, and movements that are so frequently talked about, written about, offered in numerous workshops and whatever you can have nowadays. I noticed somehow a split. Either it's all about emotions, encounter, screaming, hitting, bringing them out of your system by whatever means, very expressive, very strong. Of course you feel better after that. Of course it helps to clear your body, to clear your emotions. But did it change anything at the base? I mean, did it change what happens when you are emotional, when you have very strong feelings and are not able to stay aware? Certainly not. It's just like taking a medicine to get rid of what you don't want to experience. These expressive methods, they're just something to cure what you got overwhelmed by. I wouldn't say you shouldn't do it. It's certainly a better thing than to keep this in your body and get sick. I would say just do it, but it's not the point where you really get the chief in your house, you know. Then there are the other possibilities in spiritual things, offers, workshops, where you are led to meditate and contemplate in a way to get, over it, to get really clear and sorted out, and you just exactly know what's happening. You can perceive it. You learn how to develop a clear observer. You have everything under control. Each time an emotion arises, you sense it, you see it by this build-up observer. You know exactly what's happening to you. And before it can even touch you, you have already put it in a glass cube, and there it stays. Perfect. At least you are not overwhelmed. That's for sure, but still, it's just a method to cure you from this overwhelming and uncontrollable experience. Again, not better than the one before. Again, I would say, okay, I have practiced this too. It can be very helpful in a situation where you are definitely overwhelmed. You cannot handle the situation, you cannot act, but you have to stay focused to just, move on and just handle the situation for the moment. Then it's okay to use this practice. Then it's okay, and you have this in store to just take it and use it. That's fine. But again, does it change anything at the base? Does it change the fact that in the moment when a really strong, really strong emotion arises. You are not the chief in your house. It's still the same. So we have to go back to the roots, which is, okay, here I am. I'm a human. There are certain topics that can really stir me up. It can really shake me up to the core, and I get really, really emotional. And then I feel so much more than I can handle in the moment, maybe. But stop. Just stay at this point. Don't run away. Don't analyze. Don't take the standpoint of the clear observer just by mind. See it. Don't act it out. Don't shout. Don't run. Don't hit. And also stay very, very connected to your heart. Feel it. Put your hand on it. Breathe. Allow your body to be shaken up, but stay connected to your body. Stay connected to your heart. Just be very present with your physical being and your feelings and your heart. And just put the focus on yourself. It can still be very, very strong. It can still make you cry. It can still make you feel really, really worn out. But you are there. You stay with yourself. You don't leave it. You don't act it out. You don't analyze it. You just take it as it is. An experience in physical, emotional, and human plane. And when you really, really do this, honestly and devoted, you will experience the reconnection with yourself in a way that allows the experience to be there without any attempt to leave it in any way or to get rid of it. And this is where really a bridge is built between your physical and your non-physical being. And this is where you can say, this is where the astral planes get into this experience as well, as another world, as another plane. And this is a plane that connects to, like the feelings, the emotions, connect our outer life and our experience to our bodies by means of these emotions, by means of this really palpable feeling and sensations in our body too. It translates everything we have in our life to our body. And in the same amount, the higher planes, which are always there around us, which are always interconnected to this human normal plane, are being connected, are being bridged through the astral planes, through these worlds. And when we are so connected to ourselves in this experience, when we're so devoted and in self-care and self-love, we will be blessed by the help of beings from the astral planes, because they are being attracted, they're being called by that what we do. They automatically come and assist us, so we feel much better very quickly. Maybe not very bright, maybe not happy and ecstatic, but that's not the point. We feel connected again, we feel love, mainly for ourselves, for our life. A bird croaking very loudly. Hi. See, that's what happens. We are getting signs. Hi, hi. Yeah, it's a black. No, it's not a blackbird, it's a crow. How are you doing? Hello. He's talking to me. Yeah, I got out of my flow, but that's not a problem. I think I said everything important. Funny how things change sometimes. Just something from the outside happening. So, maybe I didn't finish my sentence, but that's not a problem. Being present, being aware of the very moment. What is happening inside, outside? What does it tell me? And what can I learn from it? That's what's always important. Sometimes it's a bird croaking at us to remind us to come back to the place where we are. Or something else happening. Well, it was great to do this once again. I hope everything was recorded properly. And if so, I would just upload it. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be grateful for some feedback if you liked it. And please don't mind if I do some mistakes in speaking English, and I probably have a bad accent too. I'm German, and I don't care. I just love to speak English. I always think I'm quite good at it. Maybe I'm horrible, but that's not the point too. So humor is also a very good thing to come over anything. And this is a good ending for my today's speech. I wish you all a very beautiful day and a great time with yourself and a great time with your emotions. Just celebrate them however they may appear. Bye bye.